A fundamental part of my message for many years has been, only love remains. Now and then I precede these words with, no shame, no blame. In other words, to use the full phrase, no shame, no blame, only love remains. This message is not very complicated, yet some people do not seem to understand. It's been years since I first began pointing out that 1. We are born into the captivity of this set of living arrangements, and I attribute born into captivity to Timothy Scott Bennett. 2. We have little, if any, free will, indicating that our decisions are largely the result of our genetics and personal history, neither of which we control. And 3. Blaming and shaming others might make us feel better, although this is not always the case. Regardless, these actions do not solve a thing. Every day I see signs that my message is ignored or mocked by people who claim to be friends. For example, nearly every day I see people blaming breeders for an overpopulated Earth. Never mind the 3 tidbits I just mentioned. Every species is driven by the will to live and also by the desire to procreate. These are among the outcomes of evolution by natural selection, a force that has operated on this planet since life began here more than 3.5 billion years ago. At the age of 19 years, I chose to not procreate. Or maybe the choice was not mine to make, and therefore it resulted from my unique combination of genetics and personal history. Despite not having children of my own, I do not mock people who do. After all, I am the result of people who decided to have a second child. They decided to not have an abortion. In addition, I was not spontaneously aborted, a process that occurs in about 20% of all pregnancies. For those of you who believe in gods, I was not flushed down the toilet by the god or gods who hated me and therefore murdered me via spontaneous abortion. I have some understanding of biology and ethics. As one result, I do not blame or shame people who act differently than me. Please join me in expressing no shame, no blame. At the edge of extinction, only love remains.